I'm 49 years old, and I grew up in the black community in Philadelphia, in the segregated Philadelphia. When I was a kid growing up, W people lived on one side, the blacks lived on another side, and we wasn't allowed to really go over there. So I really didn't see like racism only on TV, but not really experience it because I grew up amongst my own people. I only saw W people when I went downtown, or maybe I had a couple school teachers that was from that side. So we grew up really separate from each other. But in 2024, you have the internet. And the internet has turned the world from a closed fist to an open hand. And you could touch each fingers from the palm of your hand. You could be everywhere, right? Right from your living room. And you could experience different cultures. You could see different things going on. And with that, you've had other people that are not black look into some certain aspects of black culture and actually want to emulate it now for profit. And one of these girls is Woah Vicky. Woah Vicky is on the internet acting like she's so-called black, with the stereotypes of what black so-called black culture is, right? And these groups, they take the underbelly of our culture, emulate it to the world for money, to the point where she's talking like this.
I took the test and they said I'm black. That means I have the right to tell y'all that I'm black because I took the test and the results came back and they said I have a percentage of black in me. I'm not fully black. I never said I was fully black. I'm black, which means I have black in me. And just because I don't look black, that don't mean that I'm not black, you feel me? Because if you sitting there judging me by the way I look, that's like make you racist.
This young girl is obviously extreme troll, and she's a digital baby. You know what I mean? Growing up with the internet, like I said, I'm 49. When I grew up, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have computers in our home. We had the people in our community, in our hood, and the people in my community were black. I didn't see any interracial relationships, maybe one. I think a friend of mine, Malik, may rest in peace, he dated a W girl that went to school with us, right? She was from the other side of the tracks, but she still went to school with us. And he ended up dating her. They got married and had children. He's resting in peace now. But for the most part, that was non-existent. We didn't have that. So what she's doing now is marketing herself to thirsty black men. And we see that there's a market for it because now online they have a thing called the black boyfriend effect. And you have all these W women now salivating over the BBC and how being with a black man has changed their life. Check this out.
I just saw something on TikTok about the black boyfriend effect, and I need to know what that is because I think I have it. The way that I have changed since this man has entered my life, I'll never be the same. And it is not for the reasons you're thinking, you nasty. Even though that's not a conversation for today. I'm just saying, like, I have become like the boldest, most confident version of me. I dress different. I talk different. I believe in myself in a different way. I'm like way more into my feminine energy. And I did not know that that was a theme of having a black boyfriend until I stumbled on all of these videos on TikTok talking about the black boyfriend effect. And I need to know, like, what is this psychological phenomenon? And what is it about black men that is just different? And I'm not just saying this because I'm with a black guy, but since I have been exposed to black culture more and more, I just genuinely believe that they actually like women. It's like they have a different appreciation for femininity. I don't know, just thoughts. But what about this black boyfriend effect?
See, with this new term, black women and W men were going to be livid with this. They were going to be upset. And there's a lot of W men that are voicing their opinion. And they have a term and calling these W women names that go after the BBC and the black man. They have names for it. And his sister is online talking about it, saying this.
I learned a new term today and I'm going to share it with you. I was scrolling on TikTok and I stumbled upon this white man's page and he was holding his little biracial baby. And he said whenever he does videos with his daughter in the video, he always gets a lot of like racially charged comments. And he used the term mud shark. And I was just sitting there like, I don't know what that means. And I was ready, as a millennial that I am, I was ready to Google it. But he explained what a mud shark was. And he said that a mud shark is a white woman who purposefully seeks out relationships with black men so she can have biracial children so she can piss off her parents or piss off her family. Right. I'm pretty sure we all heard of this, but we didn't know that there was an actual term because the term was coined by the white community. And if you're not a part of the white community, then you don't know the term. So, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Mud shark is what these women are called. And I kind of feel like it's appropriate.
So you have the W man, he's angry. And you have sisters, they're angry. But not to be undone, you have another woman, right? She's on here. She's talking about how when she got with Terrell, how he changed her life. He got her shoe game up. He got all these different things going on. And it's funny how people will talk about black men in the black community and demonize these people. But this is the question I would have to ask if it's the black boyfriend effect, right? What is wrong with the W man? Is the W man not what he was claimed to be? Because last time I checked, they said that we were the worst scum on earth. We were the worst men on the planet. But now the black boyfriend effect. We're loving, we're trustworthy, we're all of these things. What happened to your man? Huh? Is Jack Sparrow and the Pirates of the Caribbean not who they say they were? Or was he really the Pirates of the Caribbean and Jack Sparrow? They come to do all the things that pirates do. So now even your women are turning against you, huh? Check this out.
Okay, I can say this now because I know it for a fact that before I met Terrell, my man, we've been together for 4 years now. My shoe game was weak. And I don't know, growing up white and having a pair of shoes that like exactly matched your outfit, it was like never on my mind. I had like a brown pair of boots that I thought were cute. I didn't own a pair of sneakers. Like that was not part of my vocabulary. And what else did I own? I owned like a few pairs of like gladiator sandals. That was like my jam, especially living in Dallas. It was like hot all the time. And what else did I have? Like I can barely remember my life before Terrell. So this is me now. So it actually started with these Timberlands, I believe. And I was like, I thought they were the cutest thing ever. And I thought I was like the hottest shit ever. And then 3 pairs of platform cons. And then Terrell started to get me into J's. And then I got a couple Air Force Ones. And yeah, I got some more Timberlands. See, I still love the Gladiators. I have like another like old school pair of Timberlands. And so those were like the old kind of boots that I used to wear. I have a pair of cowboy boots, and a pair of Doc Martens. But yeah, like these were the old Toby, and I was like, I can wear these like with jeans and like everything, and I did. And I mean, I have these like cute boots that I wear with a lot of things now, and I have a couple other cute boots that I wear, like, you know, when it's like weather appropriate. But yeah, my life is this now. The black boyfriend effect. Thank you, Terrell.
See these women, and you see this girl, Woah Vicky. Now she has like 9 million subs on TikTok. And y'all remember the girl Bad Baby Catch Me Outside? Well, online, you have a lot of young people that looks at so-called urban culture, and, you know, they link all of black people to everything because, you know, we influence the culture everywhere. I keep telling you guys, FBA, we are American culture, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. And they emulate us, right? So they take the underbelly of our culture, and she's trying to become that, right? And she has a bunch of people following her. Ironically, her and Bad Baby don't get along. They don't like each other, right? And remember what Bad Baby was, right? So now, Woah Vicky, she's saying that she's come to Jesus now. She has the come to God moment. And she went online and said, stay away from sexual sins. Other sins that people commit don't affect their bodies the same way sexual sins do. People who sin sexually sin against their own bodies, right? Then she went and said, she came back and said, I have decided to follow Jesus, and she's not turning back, right? This thing gets real goofy, right? She gets real goofy. Then she came and said, I am a white Christian single woman who's looking for a successful black athlete football or basketball with a BBC. So she didn't say that. And it's fine with me. It's fine with me. Let's have children and be loyal and get married. Any takers? Man, this thing gets real goofy, man. Then the Shade Room came and said, woo! Woah Vicky turns heads after sharing a message about what she's looking for in a successful black athlete, right? So then they go and said, ban porn, ban alcohol, ban cigarettes, ban weed, right? So that's her on it saying this. Then she came and said, i.e., that post worked. All the athletes are in my DMs. So she went fishing, and she got a bunch of black athletes in her DMs. Thank you, Shade Room. Y'all helped me out a lot. I think I found them. Right now, this is important. These blanks. Then Steve said these blanks mad as blank that you only date black men. So he's talking about he's talking about the W man. Tool said most mud blanks don't advertise they want a black eye. You go, girl. So that's the W man upset because she's going after the BBC, right? So you just look at this, right? Gunker Gizmo said filthy mud blank, right? So she getting destroyed. She getting destroyed by her own people, right? Then another person said only 2 demographics are angry at this, right? So you starting to see this thing like really like ramp up, right? Another person said seemingly Joshua's called her a race trader, right? So you have race baiters, you have race traders. Like this thing gets real goofy. Like let's look over here, right? Another person said this is definitely a trap. This is JC3, right? Said this is a trap. Denise Dennis Dart said looking for a successful black athlete, football and basketball is fine with me. But you all listen. Then you have Fierro said, haha, this is hilarious. You should include who won't beat you, cheat on you, or leave you and the kids. Also one who won't go broke in a few years. So that's Fierro, right? These are all the things, these are all the stereotypes that the W man says about us, right? Man, this thing gets real crazy. Then you had another person, come and say, man, this thing gets real crazy. Hold on. What else they say? another person said another mud shark. So like this thing gets real crazy, right? So Vinny B says, what do you bring to the table? Woah Vicky said the entire table. Now I want y'all to understand something, right? I want y'all to understand this. I'm gonna say this to you guys, man. I'm gonna say this to you guys. She feels this entitled and feels this way because when she comes to the black community, she gets pushed to the front of the line. And I see this in a gender war. I see this with black men. I see this with black women. We start pushing these people to the front of the line. You guys know on my channel why I show my wife and my 6 grandkids and my children and my family, because I promote black love. I promote black families, and I tell black people, yo, we can love each other, right? You don't, when you get with that W man or W woman, you don't have to do all the things that your black partner was asking. You can get rid of your trauma and love each other and love on each other. She feels entitled and emboldened to do this because they peep the way that we interact with each other. And they say, you know what? If I go in there with them, I know I'm going to get... See, because amongst my culture, I'm nobody. But amongst the black man or the black woman, I'm going to get pushed to the front of the line because they are conditioned to see me as anything better than them. And they know this. They know this. You know why? Because the very thing that you would criticize the black woman or the black man for acting like a NIGGA, I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. The very thing that you would criticize a black man for or a black woman for acting like an NIGGA, she can come on here and act just like that stereotype and get 9 million followers and have a whole bunch of black men following her. So A lot of you guys are hypocrites because you will be very upset with the black woman for behaving this way, but you'll get with her because she's a W woman. Because psychologically, you suffer from, I can't even say it on here, but you suffering. Because the very thing that you wouldn't tolerate from a black woman, you'll tolerate from her because she's a W woman. And vice versa. The same things the same pressure you put on a black man, you won't do that to that W man. It's funny how when you get with a W man, you wear your natural hair, you're talking proper, you're acting right, you're not acting out of term. So how come we can't do that when we with each other as black people? How come we can't love on each other? But this is why you get this. But I'm gonna cut this video short here, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.